Hello? Can you hear me now? Oh my god, why was that not working? Hello? Ah! I forgot how to be a streamer, guys. Hello. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of my OBS settings got a little hecky weckies while I was gone, I guess. I was like prepping stream and I was about to go live, and then I realized that VTube Studio reset like my entire stream deck, so I had to redo everything right before stream. But hello everybody! I'm back! Yeah! I'm back! Did you miss me? Did everybody miss me? Sorry, I'm opening like a, oh, what is it called? A coffee. I started drinking coffee more ever since I started classes, guys. Oh my god, it's so bad. I drink coffee so much now. I've never been like a regular coffee drinker until literally going to business school, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. And like, because I didn't have a functioning kitchen until literally yesterday, by the way. Our kitchen has only become a functioning kitchen as of yesterday. And I could tell you the whole kitchen saga, but like literally I was going out and getting coffee anytime I had class, which was once a week, so not super bad. But then if I was also doing homework, I would also get coffee. And so it's like, oh my god, this is so bad. This is so bad. My coffee intake dropped so fast once I graduated. Dude, I know. Like, I went from drinking like coffee for fun every now and then to drinking coffee somewhat regularly in undergrad, and then stopping that almost entirely, only drinking coffee like socially for fun every now and then, and like as like a way to mix it up sometimes when I instead of getting like boba or tea or something. And now I'm drinking coffee like every fucking day. But now we have a functioning kitchen. We just bought a refrigerator, so I can actually start making coffee again because I can actually have creamer in my fridge. Our current fridge is a glorified mini fridge. It does not stay very cold, and it doesn't have a freezer, so it's been a struggle. Even now working in a hospital, I'm not crazy on coffee, but school was a different breed. Yeah, even when I worked in the clinic, I didn't have coffee that often. It was only if like one of the nurses was like, hello everybody, I'm going to get coffee, does anyone want anything? And I'm like, and sometimes I would go get it for like the interns to treat them, so I'd go and buy all the interns coffee. I'd do that sometimes. I did the opposite of like, you know, the trope where it's like, oh, you send all the interns to get coffee for you. I was like, no, I'm their manager, I should buy them coffee, they're working so hard. I wasn't even getting paid much more than them at the time, but I would just buy them coffee anyway. But yeah, so today I don't really have like huge plan lined up. I kind of just wanted to catch up with everyone, tell everyone what I've been up to. I know I like streamed like twice during my hiatus for Silk Song. But I kind of just wanted to chat with everyone, and like I just miss streaming a lot. I'm really excited to be back. So I have, as a means to fidget while I stream, I've got two different sets of like miniatures. I got one for free. It was like a free gift from buying it. So they're both bookends, I believe, and they have like LEDs in them. So this one is the story of Hua Mulan. So it's like a book nook bookend thing, which is this one. And then the other one I have is I think it's just like fairy tales. So it's Fairy Town, and these are actually bookends. So I don't know which one I want to do. Do y'all have a preference for which one I do? So I can do either of them. I'm down for either of them. I don't know how long they'll take to make. I think the one with Mulan has LEDs in it. But I wanted to start doing these more. I don't know if y'all remember when I did this on stream. I use this as to hold my drawing pen so I don't lose it. But like I got this after in Taiwan, and I was just like, these are so fun. So I wanted to do more of these on stream, and I'm hoping to do more like variety of content again. So like, you know, hand cam streams and whatever. But yeah, I don't know if there's like a preference. Maybe. How long do they take? Whoa, there's like so many different ones that they have. But I got the one from Mulan because I thought it was very cool. Oh wait, they have so many. Oh my god. They're so pretty too. I was originally gonna get the Row Life like miniature sets. I don't know what they're called. But like you make like little scenes, I guess. But I decided to get this one because it was a little bit cheaper, and it's almost entirely wooden, so it's a little bit different than like the ones with little pieces and stuff. So I just wanted to try something new. I have my trusty glue. Do I have my I don't know if I have my craft blade with me, so I might need to get that. My scalpel. I can just use a different blade. Hold on. Actually, I don't even know where the other one is. So we'll just have to use this one. We'll use this blade. Okay. Yeah, so maybe we'll do this one because I'm like very curious about this, and there's like a lot of steps, so I'm kind of like nervous. What if I fuck it up though? What if I fuck it up? Should I do the other one so I don't, in case I fuck up? I don't care about the other one as much. Okay. There's actually, I have a super tiny knife. Do you guys want to see what knife I use when I bring to cons? It's very funny. Do I even have it at my desk? I might not even have it at my desk to show you guys. Oh, that's so cringe. I'm cringe and I'm such a liar. Wait, hold. I can figure this out. I have legs. Now my office door won't close. No? There we go. Ah! Here are my other knives. I got my craft blade. I have replacement blades in case it's too dull. But this is actually the knife I use when I go to cons. I take this with me because TSA can't take this away from me because it's a really small blade, but it's so useful. I carry this with me everywhere. Honestly, I should actually put a keyring on it and stick it on my keys because I lose them because they're so small. But I always put them, like, I always have them in my fanny pack. These are so nice to have. They're from Daiso, so like, I don't know. I've gone through so many of these because I have multiple of them. I think I have one like almost every single one of my con suitcases, and then one in my fanny pack and one in my backpack. And I've lost a couple of them, so I don't actually have that many anymore. But, you know. All right, let's figure out how to do this. Attention! Oh, before assembling, please check the LED lights work properly. Oh. Do I need batteries? Do I need batteries? Uh-oh. It says insert 2 AAA battery. I don't have batteries. I don't have batteries. Uh-oh, this is gonna be... Alright, well, anyway. What is this? This like PVC? Okay. Batteries not included. Apparently not. What the heck? I don't know where my batteries are. Because half our stuff is still in boxes. This is the battery box. Sorry. I should make... I've been thinking about making like custom stream alerts of just like me yelling stuff. Because I thought that'd be really fun. But then I don't really know what the fuck to yell. So if anyone has suggestions, I'm all ears. Yeah, I don't have batteries. AAA batteries. AAA batteries are so small too. I don't even know where to fucking grab AAA batteries from. Wait! Oh my god, I have an idea. I can steal them from my automaton. Don't tell me I need screws for this though. I do. This sucks. That's so stupid. Alright. You're my sacrifice right now. Automaton. My cute little unicorn colored automaton. You are going to be my guinea pig temporarily. Yeah, wait, like let me do it like this. Wait. Is he dead? He might be dead. He can't even scream his last breath. He's dead. Oh, are the batteries dead in this then? I haven't used them in a long time. I hope it's not like brokey. Okay. I don't know why batteries are so expensive, by the way, guys. Why is it? That's so silly. 3-prong. And then a 2-prong. Oh. What the oh, I'm going the wrong way. Look how tiny this is, dude. Like, this is like... These little components are so small. My fucking blind ass can't see shit. Kidding, I have 20/20 vision. How do I turn this shit on? Is it this? How do I touch panel? Oh my god, the batteries just might be dead. No! No! This is horrendous news. Guys, this is what I get for not preparing as much. My inability to prepare for things right now is greatly impacting my ability to be a good streamer. I'll name you an honorary vision impaired. I am slightly vision impaired in that I have an astigmatism. So I get the little, you know the little rave that happens at night when you drive? I have that. But I have 20/20 vision, so it was actually very annoying because when I first got glasses, like when I was in high school, I think, because I got glasses because I have a medical condition. I have a medical condition that makes it so that my pupils don't contract properly. So even though I have dark colored eyes, I have like the equivalent sensitivity to light as people with like light blue eyes, which is very annoying because I'm like, man, I wish I had cute light blue eyes. Instead I just have, it looks like I'm on drugs. I literally carry around a prescription on a copy of my prescription on my phone so that if I get pulled over by the cops, it's not like they shine a light into my eyes and they're like, you're on hard drugs, and I'm like, no, my pupils are just broken. Yeah. So I don't remember where I was going with that. Oh yeah, because so I had to get glasses for that, and then they added regular prescription to them because they thought that I was like, I had like 0.25 like needing correction, but that was wrong. I just had an astigmatism, but it was hard to tell because my pupils like were not contracting properly. I don't even know my prescription. I just wing it. I just rock my blind truth. That seems so bad. Brother Kitty is like literally legally blind without his glasses. I'm pretty sure if he, even with the, what are they called? The poly... I don't want, the word is not polymerized. But he gets like those like really compacted glasses, right? The like the higher end ones. But because his prescription is so high, the lens is still like really thick. So yeah, he's like blind actually. Okay. So legally blind, I believe, is if you can't see the big E. My brother's like, I know it's there, but it's just a blurry square. And I'm like, how did you get by? He's needed glasses basically his whole life. So, you know. So I don't know, kind of weird. Okay, I don't know what all this stuff is. This is frosted, oh, dust-proof sheet. I can probably put this to the side. I probably won't need this for a while. Myopia. What is myopia? I don't remember. PVC sheet. And these are the stickers. What is myopia? Myopia. Oh, just nearsightedness? Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, I have astigmatism. So, aka disco vision. Okay, what if I slide this in like this so I can see? Holy shit, I'm a fucking genius. I did this. I don't know. I like stuck this in my keyboard. Whoa, you can see the what is it, like infrared AR light going crazy. Yeah, it's disco vision. That's what it is, right? That should be like the colloquial name of it. They should just call it disco vision. Cause like, I don't know, I feel like it's cringe otherwise. Oh, this is nice. It actually like fits in here. If you want to get technical, it's progressive myopia. It's expected to continue to get worse over time. Yeah, I think that's what my brother had. He wasn't always like blind as shit, but he became very blind. I'm the only one in my family that can survive without glasses. So they all got really mad when I got into like circle lenses and colored contacts and stuff, because they're like, you don't need glasses, why are you wearing contacts? And I was like, because I wanted to look cute. Yeah, they hated it that I did that. Okay, holy shit, the art on this is so pretty. Okay, ugh. Look at this, it's so pretty. Now that I'm in school, a lot of my friends in class, a lot of them speak Chinese. And so they asked me, they're like, oh, yeah, 你会说中文? And I was like, no. Okay, that's a lie. I can speak a little bit. And then I'm like, sorry. I'm like, I'm a fraud. I'm sorry. I think I need this sheet first. It says I need D. So I think that's what this one is. Thank you. Oh, I suddenly have dogs. Whoa. The ringmaster. My glasses have a special pattern on the actual eye part that reflects light into the eye in a way that tells the eye to stop growing, thus stopping the myopia progress. Whoa, that's a thing. That seems so high tech. Glasses are crazy. Okay, these are like kind of really delicate because they just like pop out, so I'm kind of like scared that I'm gonna accidentally, you know, push out something that I need. So I'm gonna start with building from this sheet. I think is the one that's necessary. It says I need D5, D4, and oh, D4 1, D4 2. Okay, wait, where's D5? This one? Okay. Oh my god. Is anyone going to TwitchCon, by the way? I'll be at TwitchCon this year. I haven't gone to TwitchCon, like actual TwitchCon, like gone inside TwitchCon since 2022, I think. But I'll be there this year, real. I'll be tabling, and I brought Kuno with me, so we'll be tabling at TwitchCon this year. So you can come say hi. Please come hang out. I'll have all my VTuber stuff, and like I restocked everything. The only thing new that I have, I guess I can show you guys because I kind of want to show you. The only thing new that I actually have is a Symboli Rudolph charm, which I haven't listed any of these online. I just took product photos for them, but I had them at Anime Impulse OC, and they're still stuck on this like really giant ring of that I have. So you guys want to see something? Can't go and I already miss you. No! Yeah, I'm actually like kind of booking it out because I have a wedding to go to. on Sunday night. Oh god, this is so infinitely long. So this is... These are my Uma charms. They all link together in a giant fucking chain. So these are all the Umas I have. I think I have 10 now because I drew the first 9. Okay, guys, do you want me to explain kind of the context of my health? So the first 9 I drew in 3 days. I like locked the fuck in and I drew 9 of them. And then this past month, so I wanted to start streaming again basically mid-September, so like a few weeks ago, but I had a medical procedure I had to do and like I was, my health was like not doing so great. So it took me, guys, it took me like almost 2 weeks to draw Symboli Rudolph only. Because I couldn't sit at my desk for more than like 30 minutes if I were looking at a screen. It was just too painful. So it was pretty bad, which is why I didn't stream very often and why my streams are not that long, is because I just was not feeling well enough to be able to sit at my desk. It wasn't until like, I don't know, maybe the past few days that I've been able to really sit at my desk and do stuff. So I've been drawing a lot, mostly for fun. I can show you all later what I've been working on. I sent a little teaser into my server. Actually, I posted it on Twitter as well of my model, because I'm finally working on it again. But yeah, I don't know, I'm really, this came to me in a vision, and then now I have so many. But the ones I have next that I want to work on are Silent Suzuka and Special Week. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't gonna draw Special Week because I feel like she's not a lot of people's favorites, but she's one of my good friends' favorites. He's like, everybody hates her, and I don't know why. I love her, and I was like, I will draw her for you. Which is why I like chugged out Symboli Rudolph, because I wanted to make sure I like, hold on, my focus is like not great. I wanted to make sure I had Kuno's favorite, and Kuno's favorite is Symboli Rudolph. So I can just show you guys which ones I have now. I have Symboli Rudolph, Tokai Teo, Mejiro McQueen, Grass Wonder, Gold Ship. I like Special Week, but I can say she's definitely not one of my favorites. Unfortunately, yeah, she's not one of my favorites. I think she's cute, but that's about it. Somebody I love dearly said that she doesn't like Silent Suzuka and Special Week because they feel like NPCs, and I think that is so funny. And so toxic. But yeah, anyway, I'm just really excited. There's like a big project. I will just say it. I'm working on a project. I'm working on a cover, and it's related to Uma Musume, and I'm really excited to tell you. I want to tell you so badly, but I can't spoil it. I can't spoil it. I'm just so excited to be working on this project. It's because I don't know exactly how long it'll be, because it's a group cover, and so it takes a little bit more time to organize and stuff like that, right? And there's like more people to draw and whatever, so it'll take some time. So I don't want to spoil it. But I'll just say I have a cover coming related to Uma Musume, so you can take a guess what cover it is, and I'm very excited for it because I will be covering it with some people that I've never sang with before. I'm so excited. I got Harurara, Rice Shower, Oguri Cap, Agnes Tachyon, and Super Creek. My favorite girls are Tokai Teo, Mejiro McQueen, Hida-san Black, Harurara, and Super Creek. Those are my top 5 in that order. I just think Haru is so sweet and cute. So rest in peace, Harurara. I haven't uploaded these to Etsy yet. I finally took product photos for them. I just need to make the graphics still, which is why I haven't done it yet. But these will get up ASAP. I'm sorry for the delay. I know a lot of my VTuber charms are not even up on Etsy, which I'm so sorry. I've been so swamped with school, and then my health decided to shit itself. So here we are anyway. Okay. I literally only punched out one thing in 30 minutes. I saw so many photos of her in a memorial in her stall, and someone put a little rice shower plush in it right away. Really? I'm gonna cry. Yeah, I don't know if y'all noticed on this big display, I actually put people that are related to each other and friends next to each other. So like, I put the father next to Teo, I put Teo's girlfriend next to McQueen. Grass Wonders also was part of like that little friend group. I guess technically not really, but I drew Grass Wonder when she passed away. And then Gold Chip is also just... I guess I could switch these two. I should probably... I'm gonna switch these because I realized that it makes more sense to attach McQueen and Gold Sheet together. Also, in that order makes it extra funny, in my opinion. I'll do that. But I have Grass Wonder, and I drew her, and I've only sold one Grass Wonder. So I guess people actually are just fucking frauds. They actually don't care about her, because why is it that I saw so much Grass Wonder fan art when he passed away, but like nobody bought Grass Wonder at the con right after Grass Wonder passed? They just went rest in peace Grass Wonder and walked away. So I'm not planning on restocking Grass Wonder. So if you did want Grass Wonder, I would upload her, and then she will not probably not come back. And then yeah, I put Haru and Night Shower next to each other, and then Oguri Cab, Agnes Tachyon, and I think I put Super Creek because I didn't really know where she goes. I haven't watched. I'm still on season 1. That's how busy I've got. I'm only at season 1 still, so I don't actually know the connections on the other ones. But I think I don't know who is Super Creek friends with. But yeah, yummy acrylic charms ASMR. Okay, Super Creek is Oguri. Oh yeah, okay. I was going to put Super Creek above Oguri Cap, but then I know that Agnes is also in Cinderella Grey, I believe. So I put Agnes attached to Oguri Cap, but I feel like it's the 3 of them as a unit is kind of what I thought of it mentally, so I put them together like that. But I don't know if that's actually true. Oh my god. Oh, I need this one. Agnes isn't as relevant to Oguri. Yeah, okay, see, here's the thing. The funny thing happened at Tanamo Cross. Oh, that's true. I haven't drawn her yet. I'm trying to only draw Umas that are released as units, which is why I haven't drawn my goat, Kido-san Black. But yeah, that's kind of why that's the way it is right now. Yeah. I just don't know where to put Agnes Tachyon. It was kind of crazy. I had an eye-opening moment at Anime Impulse OC. I did not realize how popular Agnes Tachyon was. So to kind of explain how I stock my charms is I try to stock my charms for a first run. I will usually order anywhere between 10 and 30 charms for a first run, depending on how popular I think the unit will be. So for example, I ordered 30 Golshis, 30 Harus, 30 Golshis, 30 Harus, 20 Oguri Cap, because I didn't actually know how popular she was, but I knew that Cinderella Grey was out, so I was like, okay, I'll do 20. And I did 10 Agnes Tachyon because I didn't know if people really liked her. And also, I don't know if y'all know, but there's a Uma Musume fan rating tier list that comes out every year where they poll people, but it was only Japan before, and Japanese people don't care as much about her, so she wasn't rated very highly. So I was like, okay, I'll just make 10, and she sold out in like the first 2 hours, and I felt really bad that I didn't make more of her. So this time I have a shit ton of her for TwitchCon. Also, I like kind of chipped this one a little bit, so I'm gonna grab my acrylic paints to see if I can fix that a little bit. But yeah, and like another one, I brought 10 of Super Creek, which I sold out of Super Creek right at the end of the con, so I guess I like got just the right number of her. But then also, as like a comparison point, I also got I also did 10 of Grass Wonder, and I only sold one of her, so I don't know. It's so confusing. It's really hard to gauge what will be popular, because also it's just not as popular. Or just because a character is popular doesn't mean people want merch of them, because if there's like a comparison between, okay, if you go up to a booth, right, and then you're like, I want to buy Umas, and you buy, and I have a deal, right, that's like, if you buy 3 Umas, you get the free little claw, you get the claw clasp at the top for free, because otherwise they come on like a little ball clasp. I don't have a ball class with me. But it comes with this thing, right? And I'll do it online as well. So otherwise this is like a $5 charm. I just did it for fun. It's like a little bonus for everybody. I don't really make money off of them. But anyway, if you have to pick between 3, even though you really like a character, you might like 3 other characters more, so you're going to prefer to buy them. So even if everybody really likes Super Creek, but Super Creek's not their absolute favorite, so then they end up not buying as much Super Creek, or Super Creek doesn't sell as much because she's not in people's like top 3. Which is the same thing with like Haru. Haru sold quite a lot, but not as much as I thought she would sell. I thought I would sell way more Haru because everyone seems to like her online, but it's more like nobody hates her and people like her a lot, but she's not people's favorite. So, you know, versus like Golshi is like a lot of people's favorite. She's very popular. I sold a lot of Golshi, right? Who's another one that and also like Oguri Cap, a lot of people's favorite, also very popular, so I bought a lot. I sold a lot of her. Dude, I had somebody coming to my booth who was like so incredibly desperate. I felt kind of bad. They were like, what can I do for you to buy your display Oguri Cap? And I was like, I'm sorry, I can't sell my display one before the last day. You have to come back tomorrow. And they're like, I was only planning coming back in the morning. Is that okay? And I was like, I sell my displays at the end of the day. And they're like, I'm coming back for this. And I told them I'm not gonna sell my displays until an hour before the con ends. And I'll sell it first come, first serve. That's usually what I do unless it's like a really high popularity. And bro waited in front of my booth for 20 minutes. Because he wanted Oguri Cap that fucking bad. I felt kind of bad for making him wait, but I also wanted to be fair in case there's more people who wanted it, you know? I didn't want to just give it to this guy, so I didn't, and yeah, I just felt kind of bad that I made it. Golshi is my worst nightmare. I hate doing Golshi runs. How come? Golshi is fun. I think Golshi is like fun to do. This is too light of a blue for this, but I think it's okay to like to cover it up a little bit. Brave Group did that and I was pissed. Like just just like selling people that were waiting already. Yeah, I wanted to try to be fair to people. I felt like if there was like, so 2 options are you can auction them, which is like relatively common, right? A lot of people will auction off the last displays and stuff. But what I wanted to do was I was like, if there's enough interest for these Umas, I'm gonna make you guys race for it. I was gonna make you guys race for it. So that was my plan. Her runs are always temperamental nightmare for me. More mood swings than Rice Shower. Oh, I see. Symbolic Rudolph also has a lot of mood swings. I want to display the staircase things. They told me to come back at a certain time. Yeah, I try not to sell them early, even if you want to go and wait. Just because the thing is, a lot of people told me they would come back, right? And the percentage of people that will actually come back when you tell them to is actually quite low. So I will tell people I'm selling the display. Let's say like the con ends at 5. I'm gonna sell the display at 4 p.m. You can come back at 4 p.m. I will tell maybe 10 people. And only like 2 or 3 people show up, right? And if only one person shows up, but they show up 20 minutes before, I don't know if those like the chance of the 2 or 3 other people coming is 0 or not, right? So I don't want to sell to the one person who came early in case the other 2 or 3 people are there. So I want to give people options. Also, the thing is, because of things like Umas and because of like Umas and VTubers, a lot of people buy multiple. I will ask people if it's like, if there's a situation where there's multiple that they want and there's multiple and it's only the displays, I will ask them if they can organize, you know, what's your favorite, and you can take one of the displays. If everybody wants a different display, then organize amongst yourself which one you prefer the most. If that's not the case, then like we can kind of talk about it and figure it out from there. But I know that technically speaking, I will probably make more if I just like sell them all to one person, right? But I want to give people the opportunity to have, you know, the merchandise that they want to get. And it's on me for not ordering enough, right? And like kind of just misgauging the stock. I know it's kind of a gamble in the first place, but you know, it's like a educated gamble. But since I fell short, I want to give as many people the opportunity as possible. And here's the thing, I know some people say like, oh, Miao, why don't you just sell them online? Like people will just buy it online. I'm like, no. Do you know how much people value instant gratification? People will say they want something and they'll buy it online later. The chances of that happening is so low. I can tell you that with very high certainty, because unless it's people who decide months and months later, most of the time people, if they sell out and they can't buy the display, they will not go back and order it online unless they desperately want it. But usually the con adrenaline wears off and then the reality kicks in and you've realized you spent $300 in Artist Alley and you're not about to go online and buy a $15 charm and pay $5 in shipping and pay $20, right? Like that's just reality. So Miao dropping Moyo's lesson. I had a very funny interaction with a friend in school who was like, hey Miao, how do you manage and how do you like mentally grapple with the fact that you run a business and you're a person who cares a lot about like morality and stuff like that, right? Like ethics and stuff. How do you grapple with that? And wait, what the is this the wrong way? Oh no. How do you grapple with that and the fact that you're running a business and you're in a capitalist world? And I was like, well, I know there's only so much that I can do. You know, capitalism is capitalism, and people argue that there's no ethical consumption under capitalism. However, I also only believe that is entirely, I only really believe that in the sense of shopping with mega corporations and stuff. But when it comes to shopping small, and not just that, but also luxury items in particular, and art is a luxury item, I think it's important to distinguish that. I have the opportunity and the choice and the ability to essentially bypass that. And so I try to do my best and spend a little more on you know, more ethical ways of sourcing, more eco-friendly materials. Even though it costs me more out of pocket, to me it's something that's important. So I do my best to navigate that. It's not a perfect system, but I do what I can, you know. Also, I feel like I liked painting this. I think it looks better than the brown, but I'm not actually sure. Maybe, I don't know if I'll continue like doing that. Also, it's not quite the same blue. It looks worse on camera. Hold on. What if I turn the light on? Hold on. Oh wait, why was I not turning the document light on? It's actually worse. It's actually not the same blue, and it looks very different on the brown. So I think I won't do that. Okay. Anyway. Guys, look at this step 1 part into this. The difference, the like jump in the 2 is very crazy. Hello? What do you mean? It's like how to draw a face. Draw a circle. The next, step 2, question mark. Step 3, you're done. What the heck? Oh wait, I'm missing a step. Oh my god, I didn't even see this whole ass portion. I'm the fucking idiot. I was just bitching and it's my fault. I'm sorry. I was like, why are we starting at like D5? But okay. Miao's just a dumbass is what it appears to be. I'm trying to be really careful with like popping these out. I don't want to break them on accident. D3. D3, D2. Okay, wait. Let's put these together. I brought the scalpel with me, but I don't think it's really necessary with this one. This set is like built pretty nicely. It's just you need the little filing tool. The little, like, it's like a little nail file. It's basically a little sandpaper. It's kind of small, but I'll just use the one that they gave me. Okay, how the fuck does this work? It's like this, and then I punched this out, but I'm mentally stupid, so D2 goes like this. Wait, like this question mark? Oh, okay, yeah, it's like a cross section. Also, I just realized no music is playing. I'm so sorry. Let me fix that. Spotify Doko. What should we listen to? Oopsies. I'll just put on my. I've been listening to like a lot. I have a playlist called Lock In. It's my study playlist. It's literally it's video game music, but specifically it's all of Hollow Knight, including DLC soundtrack, all of Celeste, including DLC soundtrack, all of Dead Cells and Dead Cells DLC, Animal Crossing, and I think that's it. I think I just did Animal Crossing was the other one. Oh, and Pokemon. That's my like playlist for listening to stuff when I work. So we're gonna turn this down a little bit. Can you guys hear this? So you guys can hear my music. Is this good? How do I... Some of these I feel like I had to like really push in. I don't want to break anything. I've been like fidgeting with this to try to push it in. But it's like... How do I get a tiny little hammer that won't smash the pieces but is like just small enough for this to work? Asking for a friend, by the way. Not that I would need it, but you know. Maybe that's what the like the little file is actually for, is if it's like not fitting properly. Listen, I've been doing like house renovations. I like sleep with my hammer now, basically. I need that shit. Actually, my screwdrivers is like all the stuff that I have a set of screwdrivers that has gotten so much use in the past 2 months than it has in its whole life. But since our kitchen is almost done, once we get a fridge, I will organize doing a cooking stream, because I very much want to do that. Okay, where is D8? Wait, I saw like, oh, here it is. I was like, I saw a part that was sticking out. I just need a tiny little hammer, you know? Tiny cat with tiny hands. This is like a good time. Wait, why is it marked on here? Do I have to, is it gonna get covered? Why did they mark it on here? Where's D5? 3. I don't need this one. Ah! Dude, I wonder how long this shit takes. I know I'm like yapping a lot too, so it's probably like even slower, but this is all D. Where's C? C3. That's C5. Oh, C3 is this. These sets have always seemed very, very fun to me, so I just like really wanted to try them. Oh my god, I realized that on Twitter or on Twitch, I'm like accidentally like pressing keys because of my fake stand situation, so I'm so sorry to Twitch for being like, why is it You need to stop having all these messages. Oopsies. Oopsie poopsies. Oh my god, I can't take this out. Okay, here we go. Why is this one not coming out? Here we go. I should have like a little scrap pile of like all the little pieces of wood I don't need. By the way, if you've never played Celeste before, even if you don't like platformers and you're not a gamer, I would definitely recommend Celeste. I feel like it's one of those games that's like low-key life-changing. I have one of my best friends is not really a gamer, like at all, and he loves Celeste so much it's his fucking Wi-Fi password. Like it's his Wi-Fi name. And the password's related to it as well. And I'm like, that is so crazy. I'm glad that you like the game as much as you do. Okay, wait. I need something that's... It's not like... This isn't quite black, I don't think. More gray. So I need to see if I can find a gray. But yeah, Celeste is so incredibly life-changing. Accessibility mode to make it easy if you can't do this. Yeah, exactly, exactly. It's like, honestly, such a peak game. Played through Celeste for Wi-Fi password? Yeah, exactly. Dude, Celeste is so... It's such an incredible game. I'm so glad I played it. And if you are a hardcore gamer and you really enjoy, you know, challenges and stuff, it has that too. There's like Farewell is not handholdy. They teach you how to do everything in Farewell, which is the DLC. It's like the big DLC level, and it's like it's free DLC. But holy shit, is it fucking hard. I have not beat it, I'll be honest. I did not finish Farewell. So I'm gonna take a bite of my sandwich because I haven't eaten yet. And I don't want my hot sandwich to not be hot. I just broke the fucking the fucking toothpick. Oopsies. I'm gonna crumb all over myself. It's a pretty good fucking sandwich. Okay. Oh, okay. The D8 is basically covered by this. Are some of these double-sided printed? Yes, they are. Interesting. But yeah, I love Celeste. Celeste is definitely in my top 5 games of all time. Also, Team Cherry's fucking cheating because they're gonna have 2 games in my top 5, and that means I have to knock shit out of my top 5 just so I can put both Hollow Knight and Silksong up there. It goes like this. Wait, why are there... Oh, okay. There's like 2 sets of holes. There we go. There we go. But yeah, it's actually midterm week. Which is like a really funny time to start streaming again, but I've been so desperate to start streaming that I'm just saying fuck it and telling myself I had to prioritize my schedule in a way so that I can function. But yeah, it's actually midterm week, which is a little silly for me to start streaming at this time. However, I don't care. I just miss streaming. So here we are anyway. This is my little... Do you like my house? I live here. What the fuck is J2 assisted pickup? Oh, what the fuck? Hold on, they give you like little pieces to help you with removing stuff and like picking pieces up. Hold on. Where the fuck is it though? There's too many shades. Holy shit. This is H. Oh my god. Yeah, I miss you guys. It's real, I did. Oh my god, they give you a little tool. Assisted pickup and assisted pressing. Wait, they gave me a tiny hammer! It's literally a tiny hammer! But it's more like a press. Oh my god! My prayers answered. Guys, this is the benefits of literacy. If you read, you can actually... You'll actually get the things resolved. Okay. And then this is the thing from earlier. It says D1 from here. Yeah, it's a big if, but you know. Wow. Look it. That's so cool. It's a little more caved in than I would want it to be, but I think that's okay. Wow, this is so cool. And then like this part, I think goes here, it said. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. It's the short end here, like this. Oh my god. Guys. I built a roof! Yay! I actually kind of like the wooden color and the wooden trim on it. I think I'll just leave them like that because I feel like it looks actually quite nice. I built the roof! It took me an hour, but I built a roof! Yay! Okay, step 4. That's a lot of things that it's asking me for. Okay, wait. I need D7. D6 backup? Why the I don't like that it says that I need a backup. I feel like that's a concern because they're like, yes. Steps 1 through 3 do a tutorial? No, it's actually about to be true. It's actually real. Let me turn this the other way. The fact that they have like a backup in case you fucking break it makes me so concerned that I'm gonna actually just snap the shit in half. And watch me forget the piece that this is for, actually. Okay, D50. Oh my god, it's like a little... It's like a little cobblestone something. I'm eloquent with my words, I promise. And then this goes in here in the middle part. Oh no. How do I know which way it goes? Is this not the right stick? Oh, no, it's not the right hole. I was like, it doesn't fit! There you go. I'm just dumb. Wait, this one goes here. Go in! Why? You don't like me? You don't want to go in? It's hammer time! That... Did it work? No! Go in! Why? Go! It's not flush! There's a tiny gap! Please! I'm chipping it on accident as a result! No! Alright, I need red. Meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, that's like bright ass pink. Hold on. What the f- where's the dark red? Is this darker? Oh, that was an accident. Okay, this is more of the color. I think I have to be a little bit more careful when handling the edges of the painted pieces. I think I keep scratching them. Ah! Okay. D9, which is this guy. I wish they just like labeled it on the back sides, you know, because like you're probably not gonna see that side. But it's like where you want to punch out from. I don't know, I feel like that would be like very smart. That's just a me thing though. There we go. Okay. Oh, I just got a message from Land Noodle that was like, "Hello, you have art deadline soon." I'm like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. I should do that. How do people who do hand cam things like remember to put the shit underneath the camera and not just like, because when I build stuff, I like turn into like a little T-Rex gremlin where I put my hands like really close to my chest and I'm working like that, and I'm like, how do you remember to and do it underneath the camera? I'm sorry. I feel like I am not to remember that. C45? What the f— Why is 45 all the way down here? What the fuck? Why am I in C if I'm working on D? Oh shit, these are double-sided. Maybe that's why. Okay. Here we go. Especially like sanding, I feel like I always do it really close to myself. I guess I could move this down a little bit. Yeah. Anyway, I kind of wanted to like talk a little bit about my health stuff recently because it's the biggest reason why I was not streaming. There was actually a lot of things. So like when I went on hiatus mid-August, it was only supposed to be really short. It was only supposed to be a few weeks. But basically, Miao Pup had a very scary health scare. The vet told us she was going into congenital heart failure, so that freaked me the fuck out, right? Obviously, it is not. It was not. It was basically a panicked misdiagnosis from the vet, because we took her to her cardiologist and they were like, "That's not what's happening." That was a good thing, but that did freaking punch me in the whole face with the fat vet bill, which was really cool. And then I was starting classes at the end of August. So that was like a thing that I kind of wanted to make sure I was like ready for, because I had orientations and I had all this stuff. And so I was like going to be really busy with starting classes, and I kind of just want to get into swinging things. But then because of Miao Pup's medical emergency, we ended up pushing our move back a week. So I actually moved, like my actual physical move was, I'm not gonna lie, a day before my first class, which was incredibly hectic, to say the least. So it ended up being really, really hectic and really busy. So it was a little concerning. So I was like, okay, that ended up being the 2 weeks of initial time I was taking off. And then I had a medical scare, a pretty bad medical scare. I went to the emergency room back in July, right after Anime Expo. I don't think I ever really talked about it very much. I mentioned it at one point as to why I was scared about it, but I didn't really talk too much about it. But it was basically like a big cancer scare, and I kind of freaked out. It was very big panic worthy. Luckily, the preliminary results from my procedure back on last Tuesday, indicated that it's probably not cancer. So that's great. Great news. Yippee! Bad news. Still not great things happening in my body, and it's still not entirely ruled out. But first we're gonna deal with like going steps, basically. So yeah, it was just kind of a lot to handle, and also the preparation for the procedure ended up taking out a lot of me. I was like on a really, really restricted diet, and I'm also really sensitive to anesthesia, and I also have like, obviously, as I've talked about before, I have a lot of other chronic problems, chronic medical issues. So the preparation for my procedure ended up making me really sick in like a lot of other ways. So I couldn't really do anything. I was sleeping 16 to 18 hours a day, which I make jokes about doing sometimes, but in reality I sleep anywhere between like 10 to like 13 hours a day is like usually my like range of sleep per day, because of like my night sleep plus my nap. But because of everything that was going on and how sick I was being, I couldn't even like sit at my desk. And I was just really sick. I was just like pretty sick from everything, and it was a little bit of a disaster. Also, there's like 2 holes that are here, and I don't know what the fuck goes inside of them, and I'm literally about to cover it up, so I'm confused. What? I guess nothing? Or maybe it's on the bottom side. Okay, anyway. So I was kind of concerned about that, and it took me a long time to recover. So it wasn't until like maybe yesterday or 2 days ago where I felt well enough to like sit at my desk and actually work and get things done, and I could sit more than a few hours, or like not a few hours, more than like 30 minutes to an hour, which I was like, great news, yay! But still very embarrassing in terms of, you know, of mobility and ability to do things. I'm still having some other problems, but I'm well enough to stream, and I'm well enough to like hang out and do things, and so I kind of just like said fuck it, I want to come back to streaming really bad, so here I am, yay! But a lot of my projects were put on hold. I wasn't drawing very much. I couldn't get a lot done. I was working on commissions and stuff, like where I could, because I didn't want to close commissions because I had a lot of funds that I had to recoup from all the medical stuff. So I didn't close my commissions in that time, so I was working on that stuff. Basically on my iPad when I was like awake. Sometimes I work on it in class. I built a little. It's like a little gong. This is the all of China knows you're here. Yay! So yeah. Anyway, but now I'm here. I'm back. Probably, hopefully, for a while. My schedule has updated, so I'm no longer streaming 5 days a week. I'm streaming 4 days a week, so I've cut down a day. And the stream times is different as well. So I'm streaming daytime on Mondays and Wednesdays. I'll be doing art, which is the same as before. There's, but games will be on Tuesdays and Fridays. There's no streams on Thursdays. I have class literally all day from freaking 9 a.m. until 10 p.m. I have a break in between, but that is my break to sleep and prep for class. So I will not have time to stream on Thursdays. And then if I can stream on the weekends, I will. But as of right now, unfortunately, I have to cut my stream days down by 1. And I think it's probably going to be better for me in terms of health, so I don't push myself too hard. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at on that. But I know I like freaked out a lot of people when I mentioned that I was like very afraid that I had cancer, because it was like a lot of unknown causes of problems I was having. And when your family has like a very big history of cancer, it's like that kind of becomes the fear. I didn't want to say anything for a long time either, because I had a fear that people would think I'm just saying it to garner pity or like clickbait, you know, that kind of thing. But I think people in my community, people who are regulars, are aware that I have a lot of medical problems. I also like saw some of my friends having some issues too, like medical stuff, and I was like very worried about them, but I couldn't really do anything because I was like physically unwell. And it was kind of like a situation where it's like, put your oxygen mask on first. So I've been meaning to reach out to a lot of people and be like, are you doing okay? I started messaging people again recently, so I feel a little bit better, a little less isolated from the world, which is good. Because I felt very lonely. I felt very lonely because I couldn't really spend a lot of time talking to people anymore, and like I was like, I hope my friends aren't mad at me, because I didn't want to scare them and tell them what was wrong. I was like canceling on plans that I made with people that they like scheduled out months in advance, because I just like literally physically was not up to it. And I felt really bad about it, because I was like, you know, I don't like canceling on plans for people, because I'm like, it takes a lot to, why can't I not push this out? It takes a lot to schedule something with, like, you know, the bigger the group of people, the harder it is to schedule. So I was like, I don't want to cancel on everyone. But I ended up having to do so anyway. You know, I'm trying to prioritize my health or something. So, you know, something that took some time. Which way does this go? This way. I need D12? This is a lot of fucking steps, dude. A lot of parts in one step. This is not hand-holdy. And it's not unclear, it's just a lot of things that I have to... a lot of things I have to put into the square hole. Okay. This is D12, which I have to turn like this, and then put it in here. Right? Yeah. cool. I know these little wooden book nooks are a little bit different than the real life ones because they flat pack, right? When you get them, they like come in like sheets like this, and they're wooden, so they're a little bit different. But I thought they'd still be really fun to do because I feel like they're so, I don't know what it is. This feels like the 3D version of adult coloring books. Actually, this is basically like Gundams. So I was like, okay, I want to do these, and they're cheaper than Gundam. Because unfortunately I cannot afford Gundam. But one day, maybe. Maybe one day. I should ask Limina to suggest some, I should ask Limina what Gundam she recommends to start with. Because I know she's very into Gundam. Also, Emori. They're both very into Gundams, and I was like, I should ask them, because I really want to. Oh, I also really wanted to do like, what are they called? Frame arms girls. They're like mecha girls, basically. I thought those were really cool. And it felt like that was very much up my alley. So I want to do that. I want to get those and try those out. And if y'all enjoy HANDCAM stuff, then I'm more than happy to do more of them. I don't know if people enjoy this type of thing. I like having, I like putting them on in the background, because I just like listening to people talk. Makes me feel less lonely. I haven't been watching lots of like streams and stuff. I rarely watch things live. I rarely am online at the same time as people to work and stuff. But is this out of focus? Sorry, 1 second. There we go. But sometimes we'll put on like people's VODs and stuff while I do work, because it's just nice noise in the background. I used to do almost exclusively listen to karaoke's, but I started getting distracted because a lot of people's karaoke's are so high effort. Which, by the way, I want to do a karaoke soon, but my ear infections have been like really flaring up recently, so I cannot. Which is so frustrating. It's so annoying! Can we just stop? Can we stop? Can we just have functional ears, please? Can I have my ears to work normal, please? And thanks. Also, as a side note, I wanted to do my nails yesterday in preparation for today's stream, because I was like, oh, I should have cute nails. But I did not. I did not have the time or energy for them. So I'm sorry, my nails are just long and sad. They're not cute. Okay. D10. Did I punch? Okay, these are D10. And they punch out like this. And then it goes like this. Okay. Oh my gosh, why can't I push this in? And then this one, this way, right? Am I pushing these in the right way? Okay, yes. Okay. This goes like, wait, what? Here? This hole? I think this is correct. Dude, I don't know how I'm supposed to like take these out if I fuck up. Oh, is that what this is? Is this like supposed to be the size of a... That's so cool! This fits in the little... Oh! That's so cool if you fuck it up! That's cool. That's so intelligent. Wow, they think so far ahead. Here I was like, man, I better not fuck up. It's permanent. I don't even know if I need glue. Actually, I do need glue, but not for like these puzzle PC steps. I don't even know what part I'm building, if I'm gonna be honest. Maybe it was a stupid idea to put this one in after, but oh well. I'll have to just shove with my fingers. Oh, back, sorry, we talked about coffee. I just went, damn, I could go for some coffee. I have to grind some up. What? How do you like your coffee? How do you like your coffee? Do you like what roast do you like, and how do you like to prepare it? Personally, I'm a like a light roast coffee with like a little cream, or as like a shaken latte. I'm really into shaken lattes recently. As far as roast, I'm not picky about the roast, I'm more picky about the quality. That's fair. I like Intelligentsia light roast. That's my favorite. That's my favorite like coffee brand and coffee. They're not that expensive. Hi Axolotl, how are you? I miss you. See you soon. I'm excited. Also, did you know that I moved? Did you know I am near you now? Did you know her? I'm like some amount of time near you. I was about to say words, but yeah. I'll message you. I'm like very close to you now. I'm very close now. Here, wait. I will message you how far I am. I will message you. Yeah, we can hang out whenever. Just let me know. I was literally talking earlier about how I feel bad because I haven't really reached out to people since I moved, because I've been really busy with classes and stuff, and also just literally unwell, physically unwell. So I haven't had the time to like reach out to people and be like, hang out with me. But soon. Also, like, midterms are this week, but after that, I'm basically go. Ah! That scared the shit out of me. Thank you for the resub, Brad. Also, earlier, I think Doug also thank you for resub. I did not see that until now. But yeah, I'm very close now, so we should hang out more. No, I'm not ready. I'm in a very funny state of, I have all my merch for the most part. Like all the stuff I need to order has already been ordered and done, but I haven't like prepped anything yet. I haven't figured out how I'm gonna set up my booth. It's been a minute since I've shared a 10x10 with Kuno. So I'll have to like figure something out for that. So it's gonna be interesting. But I'm excited. I'm excited. I haven't been to inside TwitchCon since 2022. It'll be my third TwitchCon, I think. Cause like my first TwitchCon, I was still working in esports. So I little story time. used to be in esports. I think I talked about this a little bit before, but I used to work in esports. I used to work in esports admin specifically. I was not a player. So I knew a lot of people, and I've worked with a lot of people, and I'm still very good friends with a lot of people in the esports space. But one of the things that like I very, 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 very distinctly remember was TwitchCon 2019. The year I was at, I worked TwitchCon. I was actually working with HyperX. I was on HyperX staff, and I was helping run their booth. So I was wearing like a HyperX staff shirt, I had my badge and all that stuff. And I got to work with a lot of really big creators. And so like, I'm pleasantly surprised at the level of professionalism of these bigger streamers, because in my opinion, I feel like so many people, especially in esports, I'm always constantly like, damn, these people need PR training. And now I have the same fucking reaction with VTubers. Sorry, VTubers, but a lot of y'all need PR training, real. And I mean, it's part of it is the consequence of a lot of Japanese companies. PR is only press release and not public relations, so then they don't actually have PR training. So it's not entirely the fault of the VTuber that there's no training available for them. However, they still need PR training. That doesn't change the fact, right? And so, I got to work with like really big content creators. Like I worked with Pokimane, and I worked with Valkyrie and Angels Kimi. I don't know her tag anymore. I think it's like plushies, but I don't know if she changed back to Angels Kimi or not. Anyway, I worked with them when I was staffing. They put me on the same shifts as the times to work with them, so I help with like line management and stuff. And they're all very, very nice and very sweet. And I was very happy to work with them, because it was like, wow, you guys are like professionals. Wow, holy shit. It was very impressive. I was glad. I was just glad, because I was like a little bit worried, because you know, people like to say shit. People like to start shit and say drama and stuff like that about people, but they've never worked with them and they don't know. And I doubt either any of them remember me. It's been so long anyway. However, at least I can attest to the fact that they were easy to work with, you know, in that way, as like for partnerships, you know. But I remember every time I went on my break, I would just like go and sit like, so how San Diego Convention Center is structured is they have like, there's like an outside part like this, right? And it's like this, it's like a drop-off area, and then there's like it's kind of like a little annex area where there's like a gap, and then there's like the convention halls are these ways, and then there's like elevators and stairs like that go up and down like on the sides. So I would sit on like the second floor by the window and just take my break there and just like kind of chill and vibe out. And the amount of, I'm so sorry, this is gonna be very, very toxic, the amount of no-name streamers who would come up to me literally while I'm on my break, very obviously not working, and try to network with me out of nowhere, was so off-putting. They would like hand me their business cards, and they were like people who were not partnered, not affiliate, usually just like very, very, very small streamers, which is fine. I'm not saying you should not try to network. However, as somebody who has come from the cosplay scene, I was like, you do not approach somebody who is on their break. Do not approach somebody if they are sitting down. That is not the time or place to try to network with them or try to get pictures with them. Let them have their break. And so I remember being very annoyed. I was like, wow, these people, first of all, have never been put into a professional setting on how to network. There's like a time and place for everything. And yes, there's a lot more opportunities to network in a lot of places and a lot of things. And like TwitchCon in general is a great place to network. And that's a big reason why to go. However, do not approach someone while they're on their break. Please don't. That's just rude. And it makes me less inclined to speak to you, you know? It makes me less inclined. And it's just funny to me because I was like, I'm not the right person to even ask in the first place. Because guess what, guys? Event staff are completely separate. They are completely separate from partnerships management. Don't approach event staff thinking that you're going to get some sick fucking partnership with a company, okay? That's really uncommon. The thing you might want to do is like approach event staff, talk to them, be friendly, and then ask them if they know of who to speak to to get involved with partnerships or collaborations. Do not just assume that the person who is doing event management is going to be able to know or help you with any of the things that you are seeking, because you are just honestly wasting your time if you are just going to try to suck ass and do that, or kiss ass, sorry. Not suck ass, I guess you're doing that too. But yeah, I think I see in so many industries nowadays where maybe not even 100% PR training, but just even learn the time and place to say or post things and train. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a lot of people use business cards, and the thing is too, here's the thing that made me very how do I say, as a person who is now going to school for business, and I think a big reason for that is because I've always very much had a business mindset on a lot of things. Your first impression in the first place matters a lot. So the reason why I say don't really approach event staff is because although they may not have be able to have a positive impact on whether or not you get a partnership with a company or whatsoever, they can have a negative one, especially if you give them their business card. If you approach somebody while they're taking on their break, if you approach someone when they're in the fucking bathroom, like, you're first of all weird. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Second of all, now you've given me your business card. I can hand this off to partnerships person and like, this person was really rude to me. If they ever come up to you, maybe don't work with them. And they're like, oh, okay, good to know. And they take your business card and then they know not to work with you anymore. That's the extra toxic thing to do. For me, I just didn't do anything with it. I just kind of like, I just took their business cards and I was like, I would just like kind of take them and be like, oh, okay, thanks. And like kind of just brush them off or whatever. And it's like, I'm just like, I'm on my break. Please don't bother me. And it was very frustrating when people are very insistent. And like, okay, I get it. Okay, when I worked in esports, I don't know if y'all... When I worked in esports, I was very, 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 very femme presenting on purpose. It's very toxic for the reasons. However, it serves a very important use. And so I had people who would do this thing where they would come up to me to try to hit on me at the con while I'm staffing, and then when I am very much not interested or not reciprocating, they would turn around and pretend that they were trying to get to talk to me for business purposes, and I was like, that makes you look worse. What? What is this? It's not good either way. Just keep them separately, please. Unless you're besties with someone, why are you approaching them in the bathroom? Dude, that's what I mean. I was like, that's kind of fucking weird. Also, the weird thing that happened a lot too is during teardown, people would run up to the booth and we're like, do you have any free stuff to give away? Can I take your display keyboards? Guys, I hope you know that event staff, event peripherals are so nasty. You know why? If you were going to like a booth with like activations and stuff, usually the activations are really small and they're selling stuff, that is the stuff that is on display, that is a display set. Fun fact. So that shit, it's not just been everybody touching it from this con, it's everybody been touching it for the past 10 cons. Until that shit breaks, that is going to be there. It gets probably wiped down to make sure that they like look clean, but they are very, very used. They're not in the best. You wouldn't want them anyway. But they're not going to give it away to you because those are the stuff that is on display is like the display set. And they're not going to give you product stock for free because they don't want to take it back. These big ass companies, they have U-Hauls. They already have to take back their whole goddamn setup. What difference is one keyboard going to make in terms of making it easier for them to transport back? It's not. All it's gonna do is make things harder on inventory. Yeah. Sometimes I wonder how much people think thonk when they interact. They try to go to TwitchCon for the sake of like networking and they don't really know how to network. I'm like, I feel like maybe you should brush up on that before you doing that. Thinking is legal, duh. Oh shit, you're right, my bad. But then you should practice how to be a decent human being and how to practice networking until it's built into your body so you don't have to think anymore. If that's the case. I'm so confused what this next step is. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's combining this. Okay, yeah, it's combining this. Oh, I'm building a house. What the fuck? Where is D40? Oh, this. I found it. But yeah, if you're going to go and approach somebody and you do not want to think because thinking is illegal, maybe practice until you don't have to think about it. Practice until it is built-in muscle memory. I applaud everyone and anyone who is still a woman in gaming because I could not. I didn't pour the water for my coffee. I've just been smelling the grinds across my apartment. Is that enough? Is that helping? Is it helping you get by? The smell of coffee is just so good, man. I love the smell of coffee. The fix has not been fixed. Oh no. But yeah, Sushi, this is a very cool set. I'm actually, it's like a, so this is the set. It's like a little book nook, and it's the story of Hua Mulan, Legend of Mulan. So it's very cool. It's got like different components to it based off of the story. And they have like lots of different like literary sets and also aesthetic sets too, but I just wanted to do, I thought the Mulan one was cool. I bought this months ago, by the way. I bought this at when I was still living in my old place, and I was like, I'm gonna do a hand cam stream with this, and then we were like preparing to move it. I just never ended up doing it until now. So hee D39. Also, as a side note, basically what I've been doing off stream, like kind of like what I've been doing a lot in my free time that's not playing Silksong, I've been playing Cabernet. It's a story-based RPG. How do they describe Cabernet? Cabernet has just been really fun. It's all fully voice acted too, which is crazy. How do you describe Cabernet? I did not know there was a deluxe edition. A 2D narrative RPG. Okay. It's set in Eastern Europe, so it's like Russian themed. It's very cool, or like Slavic themes. And you're a new fledgling vampire named Lisa, Elizaveta. What's her name? Morozova? It does not tell you her full fucking name here. Now! And just like going through, it's like your choices change the impact of the story and stuff like that. And I've been having a good time playing it. It's just been nice and relaxing. It's nice to play on the Steam Deck and just like kind of and do that. And it's not like, you know, what is the word? It's not mechanically complicated in a way. It's called Cabernet. It released not too long ago, I think. I want to say it released in February of this year. Oh my god, it released for my birthday. It released February 20th. But it's been really fun. It's not a super long game as far as I'm aware. I don't know how far I am in the game in terms of like progress, but I don't think it's that long. But if you like kind of visual novel but a little bit more interactive game, I would definitely recommend that game. It's very cool. And you can play the game in a lot of different ways. Because one of the things you can do in the game is that there's like it's called Humanity and Nihilism meter. And so like your actions influence which meter goes up. And then on top of that, what you can do depends on how much you have of the meter. So it's been very interesting. It's like a way you can try to balance as much as possible. But like basically any vampiric action you take will end up gaining you nihilism by default, so it's up to you to try to balance it by making acts of humanity if you wanted to try to balance one way or the other. But the whole point is like a big point of the story is the fact that, you know, you want to try to, or if you're taking this route, if you want to like try to keep your humanity as much as possible, but the more you do that, the harder it is in general to survive as a vampire. So what's the balance you have to take? I don't know. I think it's a very cool game. I've been enjoying it a lot. It's by Arupaka Games, I think. Akupara. Arupaka is the fucking name. That's just Arupaka is alpaca, but Japanese. But yeah, as y'all know, I'm a big fan of vampire theming. I mean, you could do multiple playthroughs. You could see what it's like to do just like a pure evil route. Yeah, the Victorian vampire game, but it's not really Victorian. I guess the era is Victorian. However, it is set in Eastern Europe, so a lot of the people's names are Slavic names, and the folklore is Slavic based. So a little bit different than, you know, what you would typically find for Victorian setting games, which I like a lot, actually. Another game that I actually bought recently but have not started yet. What the fuck? But haven't started yet is Vampire Therapist, and that's a game that I want to play on stream, I think. So that is on the docket. I don't know if this, like, how do I push this in more? Holy shit, that was kind of rough. But yeah, it's called Cabernet. It's very cool, and the art style is like hand-drawn storybook, so it's very cool. I've been enjoying the game a lot so far. How far did I get into the game? I don't actually know. I don't know if they have other games that they are... Oh my god, they made Rain World. I did not know that. I guess that's their publisher. It's called Party for Introverts is their other thing. But Cabernet is very fun. There's also a demo, so you can try it out if you enjoy it or not. But I have 5.5 hours in the game so far, and I'm very much enjoying it. I'm taking my time with it, so, because again, I haven't really been physically well enough to sit down and really play. But if you like story-based games, would recommend. But yeah, I also bought Vampire Therapist, which is similarly themed. Where is it? I want to pull it up. The store page. Guide vampires through centuries of emotional baggage, decades of delusions, and an odd bout of self-loathing with real cognitive behavioral therapy concepts, and become vampire therapists. Even vampires need a shoulder to cry on when a neck to bite just won't do. I just think it's cool. But it's like, that one's a more visual novel based. I just thought that was cool. As somebody who studied psychology, I was just really excited about it, because it's like, wow, I love psychology, and wow, I like vampires. So there we are. And that one also has a demo too. They're not on sale for the Steam autumn sale. I don't know, actually, is the autumn sale still happening? Is it over? Is Steam autumn sale still, is it over already? Yeah. Oh my god, it's over. I meant to purchase games, and then it didn't happen. Oopsies. I literally opened it up to purchase a cart of games, but I did not purchase them. Oopsies, autumn sale is over. My bad. Which way does this go? Red. Oh, okay. Pillar down. There we go. Oh my god, and then I think you put step 5. Oh, that's what I just connected together. And then step 7 goes on top of this. Whoa! Hold on, guys. Hold on. Have you seen those channels where they make every Lego set something else, like Toothless something? Oh yeah, I have. Those are really cool. Yeah, I've seen those. They're very funny. Don't think you could really do that with something like this, but definitely with Legos. I think I've seen people do it with like nano blocks as well. Are you pushing it in all the way? Ta-da! Just kidding. Oh my god, it's a little house! It's like a little house. Guys, this took me almost 2 hours. I'm still on step 8! How many steps are there? There's 60 steps! I'm so efficient. I'm so fast. But look at it! It's so cute. I'm a little concerned because it's like, it feels a little wobbly, but I don't know if that's actually just me or what. I don't know if this is just like because it's thin. But yay! Okay. Next thing, step 9. Holy shit, that is a lot of things. Okay, hold on. Efficient yapping is so hard. Dude, tell me about it. What is G6? Like a G6. Like a G6. Oh shit. Oh shit. Holy shit did I. Okay, it's this panel. A spot on the chessboard. You're so right, bestie. Hehe. Big hole. I need... What is it? G... Wait, where are the clouds? These are not the clouds they want. They want 16... G16 and 17? Oh my god, these little bunnies! Maybe I should move like these, like the big plates. But these are so pretty. Look at the artwork on these. It's so beautiful. Ah! She came out. Hold on. Not yet. Don't do it yet. Okay. I need the G plates. Note that D48 is first loaded with step 8. What? I don't understand what that means. But anyway, G16 and 17. Okay. Here we go. I'm trying to make these like smooth because I don't want the I don't want the like little tabs. These are so incredibly cool though. Imagine having like a laser printer and a laser cutter and wood printer. This was so cool. I think Ivory has them. I feel like that's so hype. Okay. This one goes here and this one goes here. Okay. Time for glue. Time for glue. What is it? Like dot dot not a lot. The way I glue on these things. I try to use the nozzle to like... I don't really like put out lots of glue, but I lightly squeeze the bottle. And drag it. I don't want to make it too thick. Dude, do I need tweezers? I'm gonna get glue all over my fucking fingers. Oh god. I don't want to like lean into the frame on accident. Let me just clean this up. Cha-chang! The little clouds. Oh, I put too much, I think. Oh no. I think I put too much. Hold on. If I remove with my knife. I'm just like using the tip of my knife to spread the glue a little bit. Okay. Ah! Oh my god, did I just cut myself? Did I just cut myself? No? Skill. I was just trying to clean the blade off and then my hand slipped. I'm okay! I'm but a silly cat. Watch me just start bleeding out of nowhere later. How the fuck do I... Guys, I've never had to replace the blade on this, and I'm too stupid. I don't know how to... I'm trying to figure out how to loosen this to put the blade back in. Okay, I think I did it. I think I figured it out. Hehe. Dumbass cat being a dumbass cat. Alright. Yay! Now we need... What? D48 and D49 is first loaded with step 8? Where the fuck is D? D48 and 49? Wait, this actually... Wait, I made the meme, guys. The all of China knows you here shit. But there's literally the fire. So maybe I'm right. Maybe I was not... Maybe... Or is this the infiltration of the city? I'm not actually sure. I cannot tell. Well, I actually think... I don't know. Is this supposed to be the palace? I don't know. I don't think this is the palace. This doesn't seem like it. But it might be. Hold on. It might be the upper parts of the palace. Wait, I also just realized that I just skipped this entire upper step. I'm fucking dumb. Hold on, guys. Holy shit. I'm gonna let this dry then in the meantime. Move this. Because I just realized, I was like, I'm missing a whole ass thing. Okay. Beep beep, back it up. Okay. I got too excited to glue. I've been playing too much Uma Musume, guys. Too excited to glue. I've been trying to run Seiun Sky and build a spicy Seiun Sky, but for champions meet. But it has not been going well. You're done? Like done emotionally or done with what? Oh, are you not playing anymore? I still play a lot of Uma. I've been too excited for Uma to give it up. But I'm too competitive, that's fair. Are you still consuming Uma content in general, or are you just like done? If I'm outside bored for an hour, I'll play on my if my phone's greater than 40%. I let the content find me. Okay. I feel like for me, kind of how I've almost always operated with Uma is that I'm not playing it like super super addicted or anything. Like I'm not playing constantly. But I will do like a run a day kind of thing and just kind of go around and play from there. That's kind of like how I've been operating with Uma, which I feel like is a nice, healthy way to manage Uma. This is D21. But I still really like Uma Musume, I think. It's just a game that like appeals to how I like to play gacha games and stuff. Cause it's a very easy game to pick up and put down. Like you can just do a run. I mean, that's kind of I think that's kind of the appeal of a lot of roguelike games in general, is you can kind of just do a run and like, you know, move on with your life and just pick it up and put it down whenever. So I just really like that format. I was trying to say stop here and then the amount of time it took out of my life. July was very free, but not anymore. Okay, yeah. I think if you're like really competitive and trying to, you know, play a shit ton and rank really high, like Jake was like in the S rank guild, I believe, and it was very, very competitive and a lot. Dude, this music is kind of like good theming with this. Look at it's the freaking battle flags are here. D18. Where are the little flags? Oh, they were here. What you been busy with? Are you just like busy with life in general? You got classes, you got work, you got all the above. I feel like mostly for me it's just been being sick and class. But class doesn't actually take up as much time. As a grad student, I'm surprised how... As a full-time grad student, I'm surprised at how much time I still have, but because I'm sick, I basically have no time. Personal family projects too. I see. I hope you feel better. Yeah, I'm doing a lot better than I have been, which I'm very happy about. I'm glad to be back to being like a semi-functional human, because that's been, I guess, cat, but the human part of me is dying constantly. I should just be a cat full-time. Just sleep all day. That just seems so nice. But instead I decided that I have to go to school. That was a mistake. Spending more game time with games I can play, put off whenever in Mystery Dungeon, DX, DLBs, Helldivers, Wild. How do you like Mystery Dungeon DX? Cause I feel like I couldn't get through it. I couldn't, it was just not, it wasn't happening. It was just something that I realized, I feel like it's so much redder than blue. The beginning is so slow. The beginning was so slow. Is that, am I talking about the right Mystery Dungeon? Hold on. I have the game cartridge. Yeah. The beginning is slow. Okay, so should I just like chug through the beginning? Cause like, I couldn't get through the beginning. Where the fuck? I'm an enjoyer of collecting the cartridges and the physical copies for games, so I have a whole stack of them, so hold on. This one, right? Oh, this one? This is the one you're talking about, right? I liked collecting money in Pokemon, so I took my time. That's fair. I just feel like the beginning was really slow, and it felt very childish. Like, I felt like the story was not, it did not feel, okay, so it is this one. I felt like the story didn't feel super deep because I feel like all the other Mystery Dungeon games, the lore goes fucking off the rails. Like, it's like in, like the lore in Mystery Dungeon has always been so crazy insane. So like, is it still good? What's the beginning for you? I did a couple dungeon crawls. But I couldn't tell you how far I am in the game. I don't know about lore, but the QOL improvement is blissful. That's fair. I mean, I think part of it, I have a really hard time with the fact across all games, all Pokemon games, and just games in general, but mostly Pokemon games, I'm just sad that they decided to like move away from pixel graphics. I just think the pixel graphics have so much charm to them. So like the 3D is like fine. I think the only downside of the upgrade was that you can't meet your friends in their zone, but that makes stat management easier. On the 3DS, the games from Mystery Dungeon were a bit worse than DX. Wait, so you prefer the 3D? I mean, the graphics are really good. I'm genuinely interested in their mix of the storybook with the 3D. I think that's cool, but I am very attached to pixel graphics. They keep pixel for stat management, just cute. I don't know. I just love like my favorite era of Pokemon is Gen 4, guys. Gen 4, the graphics, the pixel graphic, even though it's like it's not like very, very low res pixel graphic. It's still 2D, but it's like higher fidelity pixel graphics. And that's my favorite. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Gen 4 was just so good. And like, you know, I liked the Mystery Dungeon games that had that era of stuff. Like, what is it called? Explorers of Time and what's the other one? Like those ones are just so good, you know? I just really love the graphics on those ones. Yeah. I found the 3DS games from Mystery Dungeon worse person DX. I only remember really the older ones. Yeah, Explorers of Sky, especially because they showed how far they could go with the overworld falling stuff. Yeah, I feel like I'm just so sad that, you know, I feel like it's funny to see how much. Okay, hold on. This is like wobbling like crazy, and I cannot handle it. It's like pissing me off. So I feel like I want to push it in more, but I don't know how. Maybe I should just dab a little glue into it, but I'm not sure. Also, this like front piece here is gonna just like pop off, so I'm gonna glue it down. What was I saying? I forgot already. There's just like, I'm just very attached to that era. I just think it's like very charming. I don't, so like, okay, here's the thing. In general, for example, okay, back up. When Scarlet Violet came out, a lot of people's complaints with the game were with the graphics, but the gameplay was like amazing and it was so fun. And I know it was like not perfect in terms of bugs, but the gameplay experience was like so peak, so I felt like it was worthwhile. And to me, the graphic issues weren't even that substantial, if I'm entirely honest. Like, I did not find the graphical issues to be that bad and that intrusive for my experience. I know Jake had the more traditional experience of the graphics being really, really horrible for, and like experience wise, but it didn't really matter to me because at the end of the day, it was still like 3D graphics for Pokemon, and I'm kind of like, whatever. I think also because as someone who gets motion sickness from games, I very much prefer 2D graphics over 3D graphics. Like almost always. Because it just guarantees that I can really immerse myself into the game without feeling like I'm gonna vomit my whole guts out, you know? So. I didn't play it too much because the mix when it was released, it wasn't great for me to get into. Secondly, I was like, the movement and glitches, I would have gone on my way to abuse them. I mean, the movement glitches weren't like too insane in my experience, but I think, I will stand by this, I think Scarlet Violet was one of the best Pokemon experiences. It wasn't perfect, but there was like a lot. And okay, I will say I think Arceus would have been better for me if it didn't, the camera control on it made me really sick. I enjoyed the hell out of Legends Arceus. I couldn't finish it though because the camera control was too hard on me. I do wish when Pokemon moved to 3D, they kept the vibes of the pixel sprites. Yeah, I feel like some of them are very silly, you know? They're no longer, I don't know, I feel like none of the Pokemon can really aura farm anymore. They're all cringe. No, okay, here's the thing, it is better. There is an ability to make the 3D models and sprites more interesting and immersive, because if you look at any of the spin-off games, if you look at what is it called, Colosseum, and you look at like all of those games, the sprites and their animations were peak. Even like Pokemon Unite, and it's, I don't know if y'all have seen, there's been a lot of people who have been trying to rip the 3D models and animations from the other Pokemon games into making their own like ROM hack basically, and a lot of them are using the animations and stuff from like Colosseum and Unite and stuff, because it is possible to make the 3D models and stuff interesting and have a lot of personality, but the issue is that the main series games typically don't end up doing that very well. They kind of just like man standing emoji all the time, which is really unfortunate because I think there is a lot you can do with 3D still. As someone who's not personally super equipped with 3D, I've seen other people do it, and the Pokemon series, like Pokemon Company, in a lot of their spin-off games, has shown that it is possible, so I don't know why they don't implement it in the main series. I know Crunch, but like, you know. The schools were cool, and the open world stations were great, the TM grind was fine, sandwich awesome. It was lag tree thicket and the bugs that held it back. Yeah. I don't know which version of the Switch you have. I don't know if you have version 1 or version 2 of the Switch 1. I'm not talking about Switch 2, but Switch 1. But I had version 2, and I had less issues than Jake did, because he had on-release Switch. I didn't get my Switch for 2 years or something like that, and it was like my brother who got it for me. So, I will say I had less bugs and issues and lag and stuff, The multiplayer was really laggy though, I will say, and it was a little bit buggy and it wasn't perfect. But overall, I still think the experience from Scarlet Violet was like very good for me. It was pretty good, but I can definitely see it felt all over the place from getting used to the controls of it. I will say I like it more because it's a step away from traditional Pokemon. Yeah, I agree. I'm curious to see how they go with ZA, because Jake's mom actually bought us got me a Switch 2 for Christmas as an early Christmas present so that we could play ZA with her. So I'm very excited about that, by the way. I'm very, very fucking excited because now I'm gonna actually be able to play Switch 2 games, because I think Mario Kart World was actually really fun. I saw a lot of people shitting on it, but like, I don't know, I thought it was fun. I thought it was really quirky and cute and fun, and so like, I don't know why people are like so upset about it. I don't know. I think it was cool. So I don't know. I'm like, I will say though, I think how do I say? I think the fact that you don't really have any physical copies for Switch 2 sucks dick. Even the cartridges are basically just a physical license of the game, and there's no actual physical copies of the game, which I have a lot of very strong opinions about the fact that all digital media has lack of ownership, and it sucks, and I hate licenses and subscriptions and stuff. And the Switch 2 is like the epitome of that, but you know, I'm gamer. I'm gamer and I still want to play game. I traded my Switch 1 for the Switch 2 for Lindsay for the best experience. Yeah. I'm excited. I want to try the game so bad. I cannot wait. Okay. How do I know which one's which? Oh. But yeah, the lack of like digital ownership of stuff is so sad. And the death of physical media is something I have very strong feelings about. I might give CA a shot. Yeah, if you can. I don't know. ZA is going to be available on Switch 1. It's not a Switch 2 exclusive, right? It just like, in terms of run quality, it runs substantially better on Switch 2. The last Pokemon game I finished was XY. I never got to play XY. I played the shit out of Oras though. Available of both? Yeah, actually that makes sense, because I actually pre-ordered the game and was going to play did I cancel my pre-order for the Switch 1? Hold on. Ah! I think I did, but I need to double check. Hold on, guys. Sorry, please hold. Pokemon. I need to make sure I canceled my pre-order. Ah! Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah. I tried Ultra Sun, I tried Sword, but I didn't get halfway through either. Sword was awful. I will say, Sword was fucking awful. I could not get through it. The animations were too shit, and there's just everything was so bad about it. But they tried. Or no, they didn't. Hi Tora, how are you? I miss you. I mainly got Switch 2 because I know my OG Switch may have struggled with it, and I wanted the best experience. As far as I know, it's still run maybe not as smooth. Yeah. Also, like, if you have, okay, so here's the thing. This is my take on like whether or not you should get the Switch 2 or not. One, if you like the exclusive games, then like obviously, and you have the money, then I would do it. But if you have version 1 Switch, like on release Switch, and you want to play the new games, I would recommend getting the Switch 2 probably, in terms of like quality of game console. But if you have the version 2 of the Switch 1, I think you could get by, because even though a lot of it is the same, or if you have the OLED, I think a lot of the things I think are good enough to be able to run well enough on things. So I would probably, in terms of how badly you should, or how much you should consider getting a Switch 2, I think whether you have the version 1 or version 2 makes a big difference in terms of like weight towards that. I'll wait for Switch 2.2. That's fair. I think a big reason why they did the overhaul on the Switch, like the Switch 1, was because they were having like really bad Joy-Con issues and battery issues. Because when I got this, that was why I didn't want to get the Switch 1. When they announced that they were going to do the version 2 on Switch 1, I told my brother I was going to wait for it because I was like, I would rather have the better battery and the better Joy-Cons. Like, I still don't have drift on my Joy-Cons, and it's been, I don't even know how many years. So I've never experienced Joy-Con drift on my own controllers. I've literally, yeah. So like, I guess it goes to show like the quality difference. I don't know what the Switch 2 is gonna look like. I mean, the Switch 1, the lifespan of it is very long. Like, if you think about it, they didn't release, when did the Switch 1 release? When did Switch 1 release? Switch 1, 2017. So like 5 years for a console? 5 years, more than 5 years. Oh my god, I can't do math. They released it this year, so Switch 2 came out this year. That's like, oh god, guys, my brain's not working. 8 years, 7 or 8 years for a console lifespan? That's pretty long, isn't it? Like, I don't know. For a hand, like especially like a handheld hybrid one, I feel like that's a pretty long time. I'm lucky, but I also dropped my Switch, so it doesn't work. Oh no. Switch to Switch was the longest gaps between consoles. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's like, it's crazy that I had that much longevity. Would expect at least 2027 for a new version of Switch 2. 2 years. It depends on how well Nintendo can foresee, or how well, or how do I say this? How Nintendo foresees the development and progression of sales and games, because a big thing that like revitalized the longevity of Switch was the fact that COVID happened. So COVID extended the life and viability of the Switch by a lot, in my opinion. I mean, which is interesting because like a lot of things in general, I think obviously suffered a lot at the hands of COVID, but one of the things that didn't was, and actually thrived, was the Switch and a lot of the Switch games. Like Animal Crossing New Horizons came out during COVID and all this stuff, and it was just like literally fucking Animal Crossing stay inside, the opposite of Pokemon go outdoors, you know? Yeah. So I don't know what it'll look like for Switch 2 if they're going to come out with the overhaul. I don't feel okay, because I think it was very irregular that they came out with a version 2 for the Switch 1, because if you look at previous consoles, right, if you look at the previous consoles, they end up just releasing a new thing. Like if you look at the DS's, right, they had the DS, and then they had the DS Lite, and then they had the DSi, and then they had the 3DS, right, or right, DSi into 3DS, I think is correct. But they always came out with a new console. This was, I think, the first time that Nintendo came out with basically a version 2 of an existing console. I might be wrong, but as far as I can remember, that is the case. Ah! Hello, Kuno. Thank you for the resub. What time are you coming? I wasn't shocked for the Switch 1.1 because handhelds always did the version 2, but it was never branded that way. They always named it something different. The thing about the Switch version 1 and Switch version 2 is that they didn't change the name. They just discontinued the version 1s entirely and released the version 2. You didn't really get access to both, and you really could not tell which version of the Switch you were gonna get unless you could tell based off the box, unless you already knew, you know? But yeah, see, the only difference is that it's like the naming never changed because the Switch branding was already so strong. Even like the Wii to the Wii U, but they have different names. So I feel like it's a not quite equivalent thing. See, here's the thing, is that the Switch version 1 to Switch version 2 is not really the same upgrade, because in reality, the upgrade from the second version of the console is literally Switch to Switch 1, Switch 2. Yeah, because it wasn't a new generation of console. It was just an upgrade. It was just an overhaul of an existing console, which I think is the first time they really did that. It was all interchangeable, but it wasn't a new generation. See, I hesitate to say backwards compatibility because they didn't change even the game type. So like, for example, like the branding of the game cartridges themselves, like, did not have, because like there were games, okay, so on the DS to the DSi, or DS Lite to DSi, I should say, there were games that were like, it wasn't like console exclusive games per se, but there were feature exclusives, if that makes sense. So, you know, I don't know. So it's weird that the Switch effectively has 3 versions. So I don't know if the Switch 2 will have 2 versions or not. Happy 2 years, holy shit. Excuse me. That's crazy. 2 years of subscribbles. I know. I am a little. So I just don't. Basically, my point is I have no idea if they're gonna come out with a version 2 for the Switch 2, like they did with the other games. Cause for the Switch version 1 to version 2, there was almost no difference except for the fact that they switched out the battery and they upgraded the Joy-Cons. So, you know, I'm just like, you know, there is physical changes to the consoles, like very substantial changes between the DS Lite and the DSi, for example. So I would expect them to return to the Form W Switch 2 and have a new Nintendo Switch 2 in 3 years because they decided they didn't want to come up with cool names anymore. I would like the new 3DS. So I have a theory on why the new 3DS was named the way that it was. My genuine theory for why the new 3DS came and was basically marketed like that is because they were already working on retiring the DS series for the Switch, but it had already been in progress for an upgrade, and the 3DS was kind of due for an upgrade, so they kind of just released the console knowing that it wouldn't have long-term longevity. It was basically, if you look at it from the perspective of the new 3DS, which I have the JP version, the standard size with the interchangeable thing. It's a farewell to their handhelds. That's all it is. You know? My guess is they didn't do a new brand or a new name for Switch Plus because they already had the Switch Lite, which had split branding in some sense. Yeah, that's true. But they also had 2DS and 3DS. So it's a spin-off console, which I think is a little bit different. I don't know. I think Nintendo had a lot of overhauls in the years of making the Switch They had a switch during the switch to a lot of like their methods of branding and marketing and project planning, which I think was positive overall. But it did make things a little more complicated, in my opinion. Where is E38? This is G, this is C, E, E, E. I can't read. E38? What the fuck does it look like? This is not the right sheet for E. I think I need another sheet. This is H. This is J. What the? Am I blind? I think I'm blind. Hold on. This is 29. Guys, I need to fucking find a piece that looks like this. And I don't know where the heck it is. Oh wait, what the fuck? It's this. I thought it was curved. But it's like a fence. It's not a... Okay. Also, my freaking arm warmer gloves are very long. If you can tell, they go all the way up to my armpit, and I'm getting warm in my office, but I don't want to take them off. Why can't I take it out? There we go. It says glue this where? How? Like this? What? Oh, so this. Okay. Like this. Okay. Uh-oh. Ow. Ooh. It has little... I was gonna say something awful. It has little pieces of glue stuck onto it. I had a Kuno broke my brain moment where I was gonna say something horrendous. He says something in particular in regards to things, and I was gonna say it, and I was like, I can't say that on stream. I can't say that on stream. Hold on. I'm gonna get glue all over my fingies. This is what happens when you spend too much time with your friends that say unhinged shit. Is that you start saying unhinged shit too, and you're like, oh god, I need help. Ah! Sorry. I don't know why, but Discord has been like actually having notification noises, and it freaks me the fuck out because it's so goddamn loud. What the f— I need to reply to my housemate. Or my old housemate. Ah! Oops. Sorry, hold. Please hold. What the f- Hold on, I'm going crazy. Okay, anyway. I'm warm. My office is very warm. Okay. Step 10. Am I building a catapult? Holy shit, I'm building a catapult, guys. Okay, I think this part is done though. I'm gonna move this to the side. I'm trying to clear out this little bit of glue in this hole. I don't want it to like fill up entirely. There we go. Okay. Anyway, I need to get to step C. Or sheet C. Don't go this. Go. Okay. Alright. I need C49. I'm gonna roll down my arm warmers a little bit since I'm not gonna see most of it anyway. It's all crumply. Oh no! Okay. C49. Eh? Eh? I'm so confused. Oh, okay. I understand. C51. How long is stream today? I don't know. I'm kind of just here vibing until I get tired of streaming. I'm probably going to end. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe when I finish the catapult. So maybe like another 30 minutes. I still need to finish eating. I haven't actually eaten my food yet. Also, Kuno's coming to hang out later. I need to take a nap before he comes. I'm gonna be so tired. I will be too tired. Okay, and then I need What? C53 and C54. Wait, what? You? Okay, thank you. This has been a very relaxing time for me to just make this. I'm trying to press this in, but I can't. Bye. Go in. Go in. Ganbarimashita. How the fuck do I press this in? Like, I guess I can just... Thank you for the hydrogen instruction names. I will do that in a second. I'm trying to like get this to go on just a little bit so that I could press it down. I don't know about how to save your work. That's a good question. How do you IRL save your work? How does one do that? Why can't I press this in, dude? I'm gonna sand this a little bit. Hopefully that'll work. How do I press this in? I don't understand. How am I supposed to press this in? Cause it's like fucking stuck. I don't know! I don't understand! Why can't I press it in? The wheels aren't going in all the way. What if I just bang it against my desk? Do you think it's gonna work? That's not even working all the way. Come on! Alright, whatever. We're just gonna keep going. Hold on. 52. Okay. 52. See, 36. 36. Oh, this is not a catapult. This is a battling ram. I see. This goes this way and this goes like this. Come on, Win, you can do it. It's been really hard to like push this stuff in to like this thing. For this little battling ram. I feel like everything's very tight. Why is it not going in? Why does this hate me so much? Okay, what if I don't... Ugh. Why is it not going in like the way it's supposed to? I don't understand. Look it's just not going in all the way. So I take it back. I do need that tiny little hammer. How do I do this to get it to go in without like smashing it on accident? What the heck? It's just not going in. Dude, what the f- This thing hates me. I'm just trying to build a little battling ram. Why won't you let me do it? Oh my god. I'm going a little crazy. I won't go! I'm gonna do this. Okay, I did it! Oh my god, I had to like really, really squeeze it. Just not having it. Okay. And I think I need the wheels in the other one. Okay. And then I can try to like smush it together to try to get it to actually stay. Okay. C4 is gonna go on the back side of this one. Okay. And then this one. Oh my god, I can't like push it in for some reason. I'm gonna file it a little. It's just not having it. The wheel's running away. No. Oh, did it go in? Oh, yeah! Okay, wait. Okay, now I gotta do the other side. So like press it down really fucking hard on my desk. Can you guys hear that like fucking clicking noise? I'm like trying to actually go in. I'm like fighting this thing. Do you like my little battling ram now though? Look at it go! It's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna build the ladder too, and I think then I'll probably actually I'm gonna probably just finish with this like the little fighting scene because I think that'll make it so I don't lose the little pieces. So I'll do that, and then I'll probably end there. Okay, I need C48. Then C50. Wait, I need a glue. Okay, anyway, hold on. These wheels are literally like the hardest part of this, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the wheels have been such a fucking struggle. Is that a dog? Oh my god, there's like a little dog. That's so cute. Oh wait, there's a little kitty too. Oh my god. I'm gonna try to paint over these little sanded parts. I feel like it's a little scuffed. Alright, if this goes like this, then on this side is one of the little wheels. And then the other little wheel without the tab. Ugh. Go in. Ugh. Okay. And then this one was the regular wheel. Ah! I dropped the wheel. No! Come on. Come on. Maybe I should sand this part again. And then this one. Let's paint these little parts. Oops. Is it in focus? I can't tell. I feel like no. Where's the focal point? Why is it not focusing? Come on. There we go. Okay. Now you can actually see what I'm doing. Normally, I wouldn't mind like sanding parts of things for weathering and whatnot, but I feel like the lighter wood doesn't make sense. The lighter coloring from the original, you know, the wood underneath. So I feel like the weathering should not be like lighter inherently. I'm gonna do this touch up too. I feel like it doesn't quite make sense. I'm glad I have these like fine-tipped acrylic pens. Makes this a little easier. I have them from like all my mug projects, like my mug paintings that I do. Here we go. And then this goes in this way. And then this, it says it has to glue down, but I don't know which part it's saying to glue. Oi. Oi. I'm just gonna add... I'm trying to decide, is it probably easier to add the glue on the side of the... It's probably easier to add it onto the crossbar, not the... What if I do it like this? What the fuck just fell in my office? Ah! What the? A bunch of prints just fell off of out of a stack. All of like Kuno's prints just fell out of the stack that was there. Okay. Oh my god, it's so cute! Oh my god. I'm obsessed with all these like little fucking things, dude. Okay. Now I need, is this G15? Oh, I see it. I see the grass. Is this on? No, this is F. Ah! No! Dude, this one piece wants to escape so badly, but it's not ready for you yet. Go back. Oh my god, I have to move this. This one piece is just like, use me now. And I'm like, no. But how about now? No. Okay. This is J. This is C. E. E, D. These are not in order. Oh, okay. This is G15. Ew, it looks kind of ugly. Not toxic. It looks kind of not pretty. It looks way more brown than green. I thought it was going to be greener, but I guess it's like a really muddy field. So I guess brown makes sense. It's just not that pretty. Look at it. It's just like, it kind of looks like shit. I kind of really do look like shit. Okay. This goes this way. And wait. What the fuck? Okay. I need C31, which is Mulan on a horse. I'm gonna punch out this piece. Okay, so this piece goes in the middle. Like that. And then the rest are pieces from D, so I'm gonna swap these. I need step 11 goes here, so that's this. I push this in, it's so delicate. Come on. Come on. Somebody messed up. What if I push it like this with the little tool? No! Go in! It doesn't want to go in. Ugh. Did I do it? Okay. Dude, some of this stuff I feel like I need a lot of strength for. Like, I actually feel like I'm pressing pretty fucking hard to get some of this stuff in. I guess it's good because then that means it won't come out, but like, damn. Step 10? Is this the battling ram? Wait, is this step 10? Is this... Oh, wait. Like this? Wait, which way does this go? What? Hmm? Oh, it's this way, okay. Okay, that side went in really easily, but this side won't. Ouch. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. Yay! This looks so crazy. Okay, D20, dimension 20. That goes... Oh, yeah, I should put the one that's like kind of more in between. D45. That's these guys. Oh no. This guy's like, oh no! I accidentally broke his spear. How are you gonna win the war? If I broke your spear, how are you gonna win the war, sir? Hold on. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize how delicate your little spear was. Maybe you need a better spear. Maybe this is a wake-up call. Maybe you just need better equipment, sir. Okay, I think I fixed it. Enough, at least. This poor little spear! I'm definitely gonna use the pressing tool for this, because I feel like they're just gonna break otherwise. Ah! No! I just broke another guy's spear! Oh my god, dude, what the heck? This little piece is... With how hard it is to press in, I feel like the pieces are too fragile. Dude, I don't know how I'm gonna... I need tweezers. 1 second. I feel like I cannot put... Whoa, my legs feel very strange! Okay. There you go, sir. I'm sorry I knocked your spear over. Hopefully it's more reinforced now that I have glue on them. Maybe I should, like, glue the backsides of all of these guys. Give you a little reinforcement. Alright. Okay. I think this is fine. Have birthday? No. Not have birthday. No birthday. E19. This guy looks like he's just trying to square up. Well, then I'm leaving. Try again next time. Maybe another time I will have birthday. But not today. Today I do not have birthday. Oh, this guy's operating this thing. Wait, that's kind of cute. It's just a little guy. Look at him. He's just going. He's just trying his best. How do I push him in, though? Without, like, hurting him? How do I... I'm not in all the way. I don't want to break him. Ah! Man. Oh wait, I wonder if I can do it like this. Is this... I feel like I need a smaller thing. I don't know how to push it in. How do I make you go in more without hurting you, sir? Look at, he's like floating a little bit now. And I'm like, I don't know how to push him in more. Maybe I can use this. I think I did it. I think I pushed it in enough. Okay. I don't think he's gonna go anywhere. I think he's okay. But in the process of that, I did knock over a little bit of other thing. There we go. And this guy goes here on the horse. Okay, okay, progress. Oh, I need to build a little bit of the... So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build up to here. I know I said I was gonna here, so I don't lose the pieces, but these pieces connect, so I'm just gonna put them together. Okay, what pieces do I need? I need G25? Uh-oh. G25. Oh no. Okay, G25. And then a bunch of D pieces. Where's the file? And then I need this one, D30. This needs to glue down. And then I'm going to use my knife to spread the glue. Trying to add glue to all like the spots with the a lot of area. Okay. Okay, and then line this bad boy up here. And it has extra glue, which I can just align this a little better. And once this glue part dries, I can sand it down a little bit more too. Okay. 25, 29. Where's D29? Oh, this is the wrong side. This one. I wonder if I can paint this one a little bit more to make it matched color-wise, because the brown doesn't really make sense. Actually, okay, because I think there's something else at the top that makes it look like it's part of it. Okay. There's that part. And then, what is it? D47? There's a guy. He's about to spear them. And I'm gonna sand this part down. Make it nice and smooth. And then connect this one to here. This. Dude, this guy is like freaking 1v5. Holy shit. I hope he makes it. Okay. So okay, so it goes put D43 in here. Then step 9 goes like this. Sorry, my head's like, my big ass head is in the way. These lined up properly. Okay, wait, is that in? Not quite. How can I shove this in a little more? Ah! Uh-oh, I made an oopsie. I pushed down too hard on the part that I glued down so that it came out. No! I will definitely need a new blade for this after, but worth it for the exactness. Okay. Maybe I press this part in. Why can't I push in this piece? Oh, I guess this one's pushed in, but not this other side. Okay. Where's this piece? Oh my god. Did I get it? Dude, this thing is wobbly as fuck and it's freaking me out. I'm like so scared. So I think what I'll do, actually, I don't know. Maybe I'll add... Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little glue into the back of this to like glue it to the background part so that the poor two little skinny ass sticks that are holding up this whole part don't break. I need like a tissue. I'm like just wiping this poor little knife off on a piece of paper. The tacky glue should dry entirely clear, so it shouldn't show and it shouldn't be a big deal, but I want to make sure it's clean as possible. Okay, there we go. Holy shit! And then I think this part goes here. On the side. Oh gosh, how do I line this up? This is so sketchy. And then I'm gonna add a little glue to connect these two pieces so this doesn't wobble either. I don't think this is like necessary, but I just feel like it'll be a little more secure. Actually, I think it's easier if I do it like this. Feels like I'm feeling grout. Okay. Da-da! We did this whole first part! Yay! Okay, I think this is good. I think it's mostly secure. Actually, I think I'm gonna glue down this back part here too and do the same thing I did here to make it more secure. But like, we did our first like big section. Yay! It actually looks really cool. I'm very happy with how this is going. Part of me wants to keep going, but I'm also like, I've got shit I need to do, so I can't. But let's just like finish this part up and then we'll end. I'm trying to do this as cleanly as possible, but it's very difficult. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. This is so... I need a tissue. Hold on. Oh gosh, 1 second, guys. Okay. Very convenient placement of new bathroom, and then I'm just gonna smooth this over like this. And the edge. It should do that, and then I could remove this blade. And trash can that. Trash can this. Trash can these. Okay. But anyway, yeah, we did it. We did a little... I can't lay it on its side to show you anywhere because I've glued the back a little. But yeah, hopefully that was fun hanging out with y'all. Or like y'all had fun hanging out with me. I had a lot of fun streaming again. I really miss streaming, so I'm glad to be back. But yeah, I will try to be updating like all of my stuff to make sure it reflects my new schedule. But I'll be back tomorrow evening for Silk Song. I actually made it to Act 2. I've been basically finishing up as much as I can in Act 1 off stream since I went ahead and did all that in the first place, like progressed. But yeah, anyway, I will go ahead and end. Hold on, I gotta freaking change a million tabs over. Hold on, I have too many windows open. Ah! Okay, anyway, thank you for hanging out with me today, everybody. I hope you have a good rest of your day, night, or whatever's where. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.